Good morning all, welcome back to the layout. This is just a so what's going on sort of video where I just walk you through what I've been doing, what I've been up to, and what I've got planned really for the layout in the next month or two. So to start off, we'll start right at the other end of the layout over here. So we'll start over here at the main junction, give you an idea as to what's going on. So since last time you've seen the layout, I've weathered the track here, and I've weathered it right the way round on both lines here, all the way round, right up into the tunnel mouth. That's where it's all been weathered to at the minute. Just use the old handy can here of sleeper grime from Rail Match, just a quick spray over, and we got going with that. So next what I've been doing is tidying up, sorting stuff out and getting stuff ready. I've been working on this Backman A1 here, which I bought up all the parts for, paid £60 for this loco section. Originally I think it was Great Eastern, stripped it down back to basics, and then I repainted it, and I bought this tender in two parts and done the same there. It's going to become WP Allen, which is 60114 in BR early green. So moving along, what else has cracked on? So not a lot in terms of the station. I've bought the final bridge piece here, which the head shunt and the yard will go through, as well as built up the ramp and the road on top going over. Planning the road scene with the cars. Won't be as busy as this, because back in the 50s, 60s there weren't as many cars about. Most of these British rail vans will actually be down somewhere around where the spray cans are. That'll be where the goods shed is, roughly. So that's where they'll be. There might be one or two out here, but not many. I'll have to figure out a way of painting like a road scene that will like go off into the distance there onto the wall to give you an idea of it going further back. Or maybe back and then it will curve and get obscured by a hill. So yeah, that's about it there. I'm just researching ways of doing a half decent and representative road, so then it will look okay. The biggest change really is here, where I've painted all the way round to the tunnel mouth, which is here. Painted it all burnt umber. This is going to be the first section of layout that I want to get complete, so I want to put all the dropper wires in, weather them over, and ballast the track, get the scenery all done for this section here. There isn't really going to be much else other than ballast, hillsides, greenery, maybe a couple of trees if I feel brave enough. So it's not really going to be the end of the world if this bit's done and the rest of the layout isn't yet. So this will be the main focus bit here. First off, the first overall target is I want to get this outside loop completely laid, completely done, wired up, tested. Get it tested, get it working reliably, then I can move forward with doing here, which will be weathering up the track, ballasting the track, obviously copper cladding here for the lift up section. Where these tubs are going to be, I'm torn between having a country house or a church. I'm probably going to end up going in a church, because in the time when the layouts are set between 1946 to 63, going to church on a Sunday was a lot more commonplace. The mass migrations post-war and whatever hadn't happened yet, or was starting to happen. So other religions such as Islam, Judaism, stuff like that wasn't really that common in the UK at that time. It was more Church of England, Catholic Church, so churches were a lot more common. So I'm thinking about doing a bit of a nod to that, having that there in the corner. I myself am not a religious person, just putting that out there. But it would be nice to have a nod to that, because there are many a great photograph or oil painting where you see steam engines and in the background there's a church or a cathedral. So that would be a nice nod to that as well. I'll be painting some hillsides and sky up here onto the backgrounds, just to try and help make it all blend in a bit more. So again, I didn't really put too much forethought into that. I was originally just going to paint it all sky blue, but then I thought I have to try and hide this road somehow, so maybe trying that would be a nice little nod to it. One lesson I've already learnt from doing this bit here is these boards are 2.5 feet wide, and they're just about what I can put up with. But one thing I will then learn and bring over to here is to do the scenery at the back, up here by the window. Do that first, ballast the tracks then. And then when I come to doing here, I've already done the work back there, so I'm not leaning over what I've already done. So hopefully I won't ruin it. That's the plan. When I get on to actually doing the goods yard, that's when I'm start doing a few more videos on like scratch building, how I do X, Y and Z. So stay tuned for them and keep your eyes open. So yeah, coming back around here, what will go across about here, there'll be like a road bridge. Just one of these old steel panel bridges with some retaining walls. And that will go over here, and that'll be like a scenic break into the Fiddle Yards. For the Fiddle Yards, what have I got to do? Got to put some shelving brackets and then put up some shelves for all my locomotives to get up on the shelves, because as nice it is to have them to hand, it's very annoying because they are in the way. And also just having an all-round general tidy up of the place, because it is quite messy. So now we're back here. So what am I going to be using? Mainly these three. This is just another tub of this, which is the fine ballast. I've got it in a buff stone colour. That's what I thought I'd have for my track ballast. I've got blended turf for obviously base scenery. Static grass can go over the top of that. And then finally I've got this fine ballast for cinders for the goods yard. So most goods yards were laid with cinders as the ballast as opposed to actual ballast. So that's what I'm going to use for there. I want to get this outer loop done by about October time, and I want to then start making some real progress into here by about October, November time. So to aid me in doing that, I'm going to step back from YouTube a little bit more and not post as regularly. I want to try and make one good length video or one 2-part video showing what it is I've done, how I've achieved the bits and pieces that I have done, and why I've done it that way. So that does mean having to take a bit of a step back to actually give you guys something worthwhile watching. On an account of viewership, I would just like to say thank you to the 3.3 thousand people that have actually watched my video Cock of the North story. Was never intended to be that popular or have that many views. So thank you to all the people that have liked, disliked, watched it. It's very, very humbling. So thank you all very much. It was just meant to be a throwaway video. But probably the biggest thank you I've got to give is to the new subscribers that have come along. At last count I was at 26. I'm now at 48, so I know it's not as big as most people on this platform, but for me, the fact that people are watching and regularly come back is just mind-blowing. So thank you all very much. I'm hoping to post a video mid-September time, mainly a running session, maybe just showing a few trains running, just so there's something put up, or maybe doing like a weathering video or something. Haven't quite made up my mind yet, but there is something in the pipeline for mid-September. But yeah, mainly I want to get some progress done on the layout now, so taking that step back will hopefully let me make some steps forward, so the next time you see this layout it will be a bit more impressive and a bit more worthwhile sticking about for. Obviously, as much as I enjoy making videos together, putting them out there for you, I do now feel like it's going a bit stale in terms of I'm not making the progress I want to make because I'm putting together the videos. So I thought I'll take some time off, get some good videos together for you, and then hopefully when we revisit the layout, it really will be something nice. You can actually really see the progress come forward and actually gain an idea of what it actually is I want the layout to represent. So until next time, I'd like to just again say thank you to the subscribers that have joined us. I would like to say thank you to all the ones that were there from the beginning. I'd like to also just say thank you to Lewis of Mouldy Raspberry, Tony of Tony Northeastern, and Steve of Neville Grove for putting out the content you guys put out. It's very inspiring to me, and it helps drag me on in my days of I can't be bothered to do this anymore. So thank you to all of you. I'm not going to ask you to like, comment, subscribe and whatever. There's no need for that. If you like it, you like it, and that's brilliant. Thank you. So everyone go out, have a great day wherever you are, enjoy your modelling, and stay safe out there, guys. Cheers.